I like this picture of the whiteboard I have to describe the next part of what I'm going to be doing. For every rule that the objects in the game world can interact with, so far I've been leaving it up to the player's discretion. If you have an action point, you can move the pawn wherever. And that's not codable. That's not something you can tell a computer to do. You would need to give it some kind of logic for where it's going to go. And that falls in line with the whole idea of the simulator aspect of it, where objects are really just being simulated in some kind of context and they pick their best option. But there are so many different options that are there's a lot of different options that need to be looked at. And priority of where you're going to move your unit could be one of those priorities, one of those documentable things. But I'm not even sure how I'm going to document this stuff. I don't know how I'm going to write the rules. Like when you have to code the behavior, it's a lot easier. When you have to formally describe how you're going to make the computer act, it definitely becomes kind of like a word salad. There's just so many things to say, and as you say it's just so much information to try to keep track of. It's almost like it's better to just kind of, I don't even know if I want to write it down, just kind of like talk it out. In this case, say you're in the migration phase. You have your pawn and you're moving around. The AI could realize how far away the other pawns are. And that could be used kind of like a grading scale to figure out, should I go up, diagonally up? Like, should I go north, northeast? Should I go southwest, like south? Should I go west? Should I go any direction? And then you could have a grading scale about how far away you are from other units. And that could impact the choice, the score, what looks better to the AI versus not. However, a chessboard is giving us 8 different movement options. Every turn, every unit can move 8 different ways. So I'm not going to document every consideration system I put in, but I will, as I figure it out, I'll have a better way to explain how the computer is going to operate. You could say that, like, this action list that tells you all the options that you're going through would even have another action list. Like migration would have, like, forms of migration. It'd be like move north, and then all right, for instance, you would have the forms of the action. In this case, there would be like move north, move south, move whatever. And the consideration, the grading, like how we grade that choice would be, what's the max distance from others? So, like here, you would see that one of these squares, like this square right there, is 1 tile away from the enemy. This is 2, that's 3, that's 3. And then maybe this doesn't even matter. Like this is a higher score than 2. So right now our AI would want to move that way. But what if we knew that the aggression value of X over here was like not that big. Like say their aggression value is 0, right? Then or no, say their peace value, their peaceful nature is like high, they have high peaceful nature, then a value like this could be like add on their peaceful nature. So, you know, say they have a peaceful nature of 1, then this choice would actually be 3, this would be 2, this would be 3, this would be 4. I guess you'd still want to move away. So in that case, maybe well, actually, put another way, say there was an X out here, and okay, so the peaceful nature of this is 1, and these guys are 0, right? Then this would be a 2, and this would be well, oh, well, it would change. Like over here, your distance, like for that, would be like maybe a 2, because there's some guy over here. But, and then like this would be, well, let's just say this was a 2 and the peaceful value adds 1. Like an option over here might look better. Like this option might be better than moving this way. Well, anyway, the point is that those kind of priority values would give objects their nature. It would give them their best course of action. Like they would look through what they can do and pick the one that grades the highest.